Hey, what's up you guys? So today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I had a really strange experience with an Uber driver the other day, and I just kind of wanted to sit down and tell you guys the story. If you follow me on Twitter, which you should, go do it. I already briefly tweeted about this experience and everyone found it really funny and interesting and had a lot of questions, so I thought I would just elaborate in a video. If you know me at all, I oddly have a lot of weird Uber driver experiences. I feel like every single day I'm tweeting about some weird dad picking me up in his car. Oh, that sounds wrong. I feel like I'm tweeting about these experiences that I have with generally older men that happen to be very weird in Uber cars, doing weird dad things. But this time, I had a weird experience with a lady. So long story short, I had just flown in from New York and landed in Los Angeles. I got back to my apartment and I had somewhere I had to be like immediately as I got back, and I didn't want to figure out parking when I got there, so I just quickly ordered an Uber. It was supposed to be like a 5-minute Uber ride, and so much happened. So I ordered the Uber, I get in the car, and it is this woman. She was 62 years old, and I know that because she told me. She had very bright orange hair and was in a bright blue PT Cruiser, so I could already tell that like it was gonna be a very fun experience. And it was just that. It was really, really fun. She was really bubbly and talkative and Southern. She's like, wow, this is a nice neighborhood you live in. Is that a Southern accent? That's pretty close. And I was like, yeah, it's really nice, I love it. She was like, a young boy like you must live with his parents or something. Thanks, lady. Thanks for pointing out the fact that I look 12. I was like, no, I actually live in an apartment that I rent. I'm actually 23 years old. And she was like, oh my God, I didn't see that coming, but I do see a lot of things. Legitimately, that is what she said. I was like, oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not a psychic or anything, but I'm a seer. I'm like, okay, a seer? What does that mean? I see things. I see things in people. It's a gift I've been given from God, and it just happens. I can't stop laughing because it just took me aback. Like it was just something I didn't expect to happen on this Uber drive. So I was really interested. I was like, okay, what do you see about me? And then for the rest of the ride, she just went on this whole ordeal about like who I was and like what I do. As in like this was her trying to figure that out just by looking at me. And she's like, what do I see? I see that you're a good reader of people. You're a good judgment of character. You can read people. You know their emotions and you know what kind of people they are within minutes of meeting them. And I was like, yeah, bitch, true. I see right through people. I see right through them just like you. And then she went on and was like, you make movies or something like that. My vision isn't clear. That just turned into a me accent. But then she just kept going on about how I create things like movies, but they're not necessarily movies. And I'm like, bitch, you're right. I make YouTube videos. And I was like, so into this because she was very spot on. I mean, she was a little bit vague, let's be real, but like she was very spot on. So I was having a lot of fun. She continued telling me who I was. I see you've had a really good year this year. You had a lot of good projects come your way. I'm seeing something like 3 of them. Again, this bitch is vague, but I'll take it. I was like, yeah, a lot of good shit has happened to me this year. Thank ya. And then she went on more about like how I was a good person and stuff. And I'm like, stop, tell me more. And this is where things took a turn. We were very close to the end of the ride and she says this. By the way, do you live alone? So then I just said, yeah, I live alone. She's like, well, have the homosexuals gotten to you yet? Excuse me? Have the homosexuals found you and started getting you into their ways? What? I'm a Christian woman, so I'm just looking out for you. Okay. Everything took a complete turn. I was so sad and taken aback again. This sweet older woman was so like fun and so bubbly, and then all of a sudden she gotta go and be all homophobic. We are literally in West Hollywood. It's like the gay capital of the world, and she's gotta be a homophobe. I was so annoyed that I just pretty much like went silent, and I was so happy that we were basically at our destination, and she just continued on cackling in her Southern accent the rest of the way. I felt betrayed. I even took down this lady's number because I was gonna call her later to have her read more shit about me because I enjoyed it so much. What? I enjoyed the compliments. Let it die. So yeah, then we basically pulled up, I got out, and I left that bitch behind in just a horrible memory. And of course I tweeted about her. I'm not gonna tweet her number because I'm a good person. Unlike that crusty old homophobic bitch. So yep, that's my story. Moral of the story, don't judge a person based upon a 5-minute Uber ride. I thought she was great for 4 minutes. I thought she was awesome. Then the last minute came around and she turned out to be evil. And that's my story. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you liked my story, make sure to big thumbs up. If you want me to do more storytime videos, if anything happens, because I forget that things need to happen for it to be a storytime video, then also give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below and all that stuff. Also, while you're at it, if you want to be updated on all my stories in real time, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Very great. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. If you like the video, make sure to big thumbs up, leave a comment below, click subscribe. Bye.